What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Battle Brothers. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here right now as we hang out for a bit. And there are no jobs in this location. I spent some time kind of scanning and panning around trying to figure out if we need jobs. Jobs are locked, actually, now. You've got to earn reputation with the noble house that's in charge of a location to get a job from them. And that's a thing that I was not aware of. And so we will be doing our best to get that taken care of. So what I want to do now is we've got to return to Eugen of Whittifield. Oh, we're going to go back and get paid again. Yeah, let's go back and get paid. That might be the other reason. It might be for narrative reasons that all of our shit is locked right now. Never good when your shit's on lock, man. You got to get yourself some of that Raisin Bran. Get some of those. That's what it is, man. You eat too many raisins, that should be going through you with a quickness, literally. With a quickness. Just whip in one end and out the other. Raisins are dangerous like that. That's why I don't mess around with no raisins. That's why I don't mess around with them. I mean, I do sometimes. Just depends how, like, clamped up you are. Alright, back to Wiedefeld. In the previous episode, we had dealt with some bandits who had decimated our troops, and now we've got a vendetta. Eugen of Whittifield is pacing back and forth when you find him. The healer who damn near killed you with the fire poke is standing nearby. He's picking chunks of dried blood out of his fingernails. Eugen of Whittifield claps his hands. Ah, finally you're here. I've good news. We got a hold of one of Hoggart's former men. My good friend here had a nice little talk with the man, and now I know where Hoggart's licking his wounds. The healer clears his throat, splaying his fingers out like a maiden looking to paint them. He speaks as though he's identifying a disease he's about to excise. The brigand, known as Hoggart, is hiding in a small hut on the hills to the northeast of here. Based upon my most civil discussion with one of his men, Hoggart knows the heavy hand of the game is on his heels. He will have gathered more men since the last time you've met him. Nodding, Eugen of Whittifield waves you off. Good luck, sellsword. We will return with his head. Oh, the market's closed. Well, let's just hang out till morning then. And once morning gets here, I'm going to try and buy a few more weapons because we have people who are actively unarmed at the moment. And that's a recipe for pain right there. That's just not a good thing. Spears are good. Spears are always good. So you know what? I'm going to take some spears. Pole arms do 30 to 50, huh? It's a two-handed pole arm, though. Ooh, a hooked blade. Nice. We can get like a bill hook or something. Yup, a bill hook, a bob hook, a stab you in the knob hook. Alright, so we got that right there. And how many more people did I need to equip? I just need to make sure that everybody's got something here. I'm going to give you a spear, just to make it happen, Captain. I'll give you a little battle axe action, even though you're a ranged character. You've got a knife here. I'll give you a club so that at least you've got something better going on for you. And so at the moment we need another archer, so we need bows, we need arrows, we need 2 more helmets. So a bow is 200. Yikes, we're getting expensive here. Quiver of arrows. And there we go. We are now broke as a joke, but we have a rudimentary force that is able to defend itself, kinda. Kinda. I wouldn't put too much faith in their ability to do their job well at this point in the game. But does anybody have like a crappy hat that, yeah, like a crap hat? Who's got the crap hats on right now? I know somebody's got just like a crap hat. I mean, this hood looks better than that old hood, so I'm going to put that one on you. And so we need to go and win a battle. He's almost fully healed, so that's really, really great. And other than that, I think it's time for us to head up and get some business done with Hoggart. So let's head that way. So, your scouts report that he has seen the following: a brigand poacher, a few brigand thugs. Fall back real fast. I didn't put the bow on somebody. And I know I didn't. He needed the bow and the arrows in order to be effective at his job. Now that I've got an extra hand axe, I can swap that in too. Instead of... yeah, use the hand axe instead. That thing will get rid of a shield with a quickness. Sounds good to me. Now we go and see if we can engage. Like in the most Patrick Stewart way possible. I think the load times have gotten better too, in all fairness. I am going to a 23% chance to hit. Who's got the best chance of just getting nailed with an arrow? There you go. Fish out those hits, son. Fish them out. Make it happen. Get out there with the rod and the lure. So I'm going to have him step forward to here. What does shield wall cost me for? I'm going to have him move to there. And then he's going to shield wall. I will have him step to there. He will fire a bolt at whoever is actually easiest to hit. Oh, he missed, but he really, really hurt that guy, so I'll accept it. Sounds good to me. And then I'm going to have him step back. Arrows out, but they were both misses, so that's great. I'm going to have him rush the enemy along this side. We're going to try and make a shield wall kind of like right here-ish. These guys do have some pretty badass and terrifying weapons, but he's going to move to there, which is kind of an interesting gambit. That's going to lower him down to 4, which should leave him enough to try and stab this Betty. There it is. He's been stabbed and his armor removed. He's got the high ground right there, though, so I don't think I want to fight downwards. Still, I said I was going to form up a line, so let's form up a line. That guy's double engaged. His morale just took a hit. Ooh, that guy's got chainmail, though. Take the high ground first. That'll leave you with 1 AP. Here, take this high ground right here. And then what I want you to do... He's got knock back. He's got knock out. Basically, as everything he does just knocks. We're going to put you on shield wall just in case. Because we don't know that the enemy's not going to try and do something super rowdy in here. Alright. So, Battle Axeman. I want you to line up right there, Randolph. And in the interest of saving some of your fatigue, I'm just going to have you hang tight. You move up to here. They are now engaged. Oh, yeah, it makes you use the rest of your AP. I forgot about that. So now we have our crossbowman here. He's always cross. I don't know how to stop it. It's just he's a grumpy human being. I got arrows on this side, so 31%. He was forced to block that with a shield, though, which is actually really, really good. Oh, he got... Nice. So we got him with spear wall right there. Very good. For this thug right here, we need him to go. And so if we can just start putting knives across him, that would be great. He's going to spread his attack out slightly. But his morale is pretty broken. There we go. He's got a shield up at the moment. You know what? You just keep the spear wall up. That did really, really great before, and it actually forced him backwards and dented his armor. So I'm okay with having that as a thing. Like, I don't mind it at all. Hopefully we can get through this without too many really, really nasty hits. Like that one right there, for example. But that's why we wear a helmet. That's why we wear a helmet. So you step up to here and start working on that shield. I would love it if you could get him out of the way. So just keep on swanging. Just keep on swanging. You hold your turn for a second. Wow, he just fired through his own lines. Brave soul. You don't really have a whole lot of AP left, so I don't think you're going to be able to do much. You, on the other hand, he's engaged, so he's not really going to be able to do much, so just step forward and help, I guess. Oh, you're out of AP. Never mind, that was stupid of me. I'm not good at strategy games. You guys should probably pick up on that. So that guy is now losing morale. He's down. That's going to negatively affect everybody's morale right here. He's going to step forward and put the pressure on this guy and hopefully try to get him to fall back. Another arrow to his shield. His shield's going to go soon, I tell you. His shield's got to be hurting. There's another big hit, and hopefully we'll get a rout really, really soon is what I'm hoping for. Start moving him upwards. We got to get him to a position where he can actively fire. And so I'm going to have you shield wall actively since you're hurt. And there's a big kill. Dropping the hammer on that dude. Just cleaving him in twain. Taking that axe and doing him like a redwood tree. He's still got his shield up like it's soaking hits, and I'm really, really surprised that it has not gone down yet. Ooh, snuck one in right there, though. Snuck one in right there with the nasty stab. He's going to use an aim shot. We're going to... Oh, Christ. I didn't actually think properly on that. I thought that... Oh, it's not D&D rules. Okay, so D&D rules, you can move as long as you're adjacent and you don't go outside of that, you don't soak a hit. This is actually classical rules. You're just not allowed to move once you're engaged. All right. Well, there's a nice little hit right there. He'll feel that one in the morning. Move you to here. Get him engaged. He got one-shotted right there, which is always fun. These guys should actually fall back really, really soon. Like, seriously, they should retreat pretty shortly. I have my doubts that they're going to stand their ground for too much longer. We've cleaved through them pretty well. Yeah. And, oh, almost Hoggart. Come on, get Hoggart. That shield is doing really, really well right now. I'm surprised that shield is held. There it is. And so we've got the victory right there. Trial by fire. We got a couple of level ups right here. As far as loot goes, we've got ourselves amber shards and classical... Well, I mean, the classical world, amber was worth a fortune. Like, it was a really, really good thing. We've got beer. So fermented hop, we can drink it, and I assume that it does something for our morale. We've got a quiver of arrows, we've got 5 units of ammunition, some crowns, some shields, which actually is great because we got a lot of people right now. We're using a shield wall strategy, and half of our guys don't have shields. He's got a cut arm sinew, which will heal for 4 to 6 days, which means we'll probably have to take him out of our main fight. He's got a broken nose, and so it's harder for him to breathe properly. Heals in 3 to 5 days. And we'll be content for now with being in reserves. That's a new mechanic that I haven't seen too. I don't really know what reserves and things like that, how that functions. Hoggart lies dead in a pool of his own blood, skewered into a grotesque and panicked pose. He didn't weasel his way out of this one. You put a boot on his corpse and look to your men. For the company, and for all who have fallen. Herman spits on the dead man's face. Let's take this bastard's head and get it back to Whitfield. Yup, off with his head. We'll take this back and get paid. And hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves some provisions to last a little while longer. Yeah, this is one of those peaceful games that you can really play like late at night, and for whatever reason, it just relaxes me. I play this game a bit. Herman joins your side. You got a moment, Captain? You nod for him to speak his mind. The battle's left some gear worse for wear, and some men got a good nicking too. We can patch up both man and equipment while marching, but it's a lot faster to set down and do it. Of course, if we make camp, we should be wary of ambushes. A campfire in these parts can be seen from every which way. Yeah, one thing that Ooh, hey, the company returns to Whitfield as victors, their heads held much higher this time. The heavy hand of the game are not the size that they once were, but they're still a force to be reckoned with, as Hoggart learned in his final moments. You carry his head in a sack that you empty in front of Eugen of Whitfield's feet. He jumps back, but the healer quickly picks the head up, stares at it, and nods. Eugen of Whitfield approaches the brigand's bloodied face and eyes it carefully. Yes, that's his ugly mug, all right. Servants, pay this man his money. Coin in hand, you raise your voice to the men. As long as there is blood coursing through our veins, and as long as we can hold a sword and shield, there shall stand our company. All through the realm, people will know the heavy hand of the game. The men cheer, and Beauregard puts his hand on your shoulder. You did well, Captain. No matter where you lead us, the men will follow you as brothers in battle. You know, I don't even know who does what voice anymore. I'm just going to do the voices randomly at this point. I'm like, yeah, maybe that's the guy. I don't know. Let's make sure everybody's equipped first. We do have wounds. We do have wounds, and that's a rough one. Give him a big shield because he's going to be hiding behind it in that shield line. Anybody else that's rocking a one-hander but ain't got themselves a shield? Oh, good. That means that buckler is surplus and we can sell it. So 250 for that amber right there. I doubt this is the location we really want to sell it to. Oh, really? We get 293 for it, so the market is good for amber in this location. So there it is. Sell that thing off, and we're back up above 1,000. Very, very nice. I'm actually going to get rid of the nastier gear that I don't think is going to be that helpful. We've got some jagged fangs, which are worth 100, but they'll sell them here for 16. I know they did add trading to the game. We've only got 4 band-aids left. Buy some more band-aids to get us locked in. Buy some of the basic supplies that we need in order to adventure for a long time without any problems. 138, and it's worth 140. If we could sell it at a surplus, that'd be fine, but... Oh, the bandages are used in combat. Okay, so it was this item right here that I wanted for medical supplies. Tools are expensive, but we're almost... I mean, we have to. We got to repair our gear, so there it is. We'll buy some more tools to get things fixed off. Now that that's been purchased, we'll buy some sacks of grain to even out our food supply. And we've got enough for 16 provisions a day. We have 5 days worth of food. So we'll keep an eye on that. Repairing all of your equipment will take 12 hours and requires 8 tools and supplies. And so we're carrying 20 right now, I think. Hopefully that'll update. I don't think it updated, though. There it goes. Now it updated. Perfect. We're in Whitfield, and there's not a whole lot to do here, so what I'm going to do is actually, let's go down to Tentlingen and see what's going on there. There we go, much better. Had to turn on VSync. You pay out 75 a day, so we've got 6 days of cash left. We got to find ourselves a job. That sounds like what we need to do right this second. We have a mission here. A contract is available for somebody hiring he doesn't need missionaries, he needs mercenaries. Leif the treasurer shoves a sizable crate into your hands before he even says a word. Look at that. Cargo I need delivering has already found somebody to ship it off, and what a wonder. He drops the theatrics. I need this taken to Stolhaven, where a man by the name of Rambert the Younger is waiting for it. It may look small, but I'm willing to pay good crowns to make sure it gets there safe and sound. Interested, or is it a little too heavy for you? And that's going to be the difficulty right there, in case you're wondering. Let's talk cash. I'm tight on crowns, so before you ask, this is all I have right now. You are to receive 60 crowns in advance and another 240 when the job is done. We'll need more when the work is done. Nope, you're already getting more than you're worth. You'll get 60 and 240. Alright, I accept. So we go to Stolhaven. I accept the contract. We don't have a job right now, so I mean, it's something to work towards. Where the hell is Stolhaven? Is it hella far? Oh, dude, it is. It's super far. It's not a lot of money, but maybe we'll get into some trouble on the way and it'll make it worth it. Let's move our way up to Fucksburg for right now. Is it faster for me to go south? I know you can catch boats in this game and, like, move around, but I don't know. You feel good today, ready to lead the heavy hand of the game through any challenge to come. You gather the men around, kicking Niels the vagabond to his feet and telling Randolph to finish scraping away the hairs on his neck later. When their muttering has subsided, you start to address them. What do you tell the company will do? We need allies forging a bond of friendship, so basically we can pledge to them that we will get the company back up to 12 men, or we can promise them that we will find allies. I'm going to say that we're going to build ourselves back. We are called Battle Brothers after all, not Battle Outsiders, not Battle Allies, Battle Brothers. And so I promise them that we will get that up there. Going through Grubenfest, can I take multiple jobs right now, or do I only get the one? I think I can only have the one. Alright, back up to Fucksburg. Let's keep going. I'm on limited time and limited money right now. We gotta make this thing happen. Shit, I'm getting ready to raid some caravans if our money gets much lower. And like that, we arrived in Fucksburg. Hooray! Off to Fucksburg. Oh, we can only have one contract at a time. Okay. Well, let's see what they got going on in the marketplace. Maybe we can make a little bit of cash here. Sometimes they've got trade goods that are... You can pick them up and you can take them to other places and you can get, like, you know, a 30, 40 gold advancement, basically. It's progress. You know, I trade all the time in Mountain Blade Warband, and so I don't see it as an invalid strategy. We've got a hood. I'll probably hold on to a lot of the gear that we have available just to try to keep it in pocket. To Stolhaven, then. We should be able to make the trip in 2 days, possibly. I wonder if later on we can get upgrade. Oh, there's brigands, and there's 9 of them. What are they doing? Are they, like, super hardcore? Let's go back to town because it looks like they're about to prey on us. There's dire wolves that way. So the militia has gone out. Trading caravan right there. We may need to follow along with them to run this off. And so this is where the real time comes in. So the dire wolves are running around doing their... Apparently they're great at using roads too. It's one thing they never tell you about dire wolves. They're fantastic at using roads. Oh shit. So we've got some poachers, a raider, and some thugs. Did we get any allies who jumped in because there was people nearby, or how did that work out? I was going to say, there's got to be somebody on our side for this one. Fire at the two-handers. We don't want them up in our business, like, at all. Not if we can help it anyways. Hey, you got him. Good. Very, very nice. Reload. Hold the line. And then we'll let them do what they're going to do. Ooh, very nice. Well done. It looks like we've actually got guys who know what they're doing on our side, so that's great. On this side, I'm going to suggest that you advance, and we're going to try and turn this flank with our militia, because we do have backup on that side. Oh, they get a little armband when they're wounded. That's really cool. You just shield wall up, pal. Shield wall up and spear wall, and just don't... Actually, I probably shouldn't have spear wall. There's probably no point. Let them come to me. Yep, let them use up all of their movement trying to get into combat range, and then we'll deal with them a little bit later. Alright, so on this left-hand side... Ooh, yeah. Alright, yep, let them join up in the... Why are you falling back, bro? You should be falling forward. Actually, don't fall down in combat. I feel like bad things will happen if you do that. So on this side, we're going to go ahead and end his turn. We're just going to wait. Waiting for the enemy. I'm doing line combat, and if the enemy doesn't want to play line combat, I have no problem just letting them walk into the midst of my fray. Alright, so on this side, big miss right there, unfortunately. But the battle is joined, and so that's a plus thing. What I'd prefer... So So we got 85 right there. Yeah, go ahead and get him with an 85. That's a great chance. I mean, I'm going to end his turn. No, go to there. I actually go to there. And that actually took quite a bit of energy for him to get there. I was not expecting that. All right. Oh, but he's in, yeah. Okay. He's in shield wall mode. All right, so we're back to Cottonwood here. With a 60% chance, he lands a massive hit on that Brigand Thug. Very, very nice. And he now has a fractured skull. Oof, big hit right there, but it was soaked by armor, so that's nice. Arrows away on that side. With this archer, I can reasonably well move him to there. And if I accidentally hit one of them, I really don't give a shit about that. Like, that's fine by me. The fight has started on this side. And so hopefully our ability to turn the flank will happen very, very shortly. Oof. Some nasty, vicious hits on that side. Let's go ahead and start cutting them up. As you can see, though, the fights are quite dangerous. You can wind up dead real fast. I was worried that would happen. But he didn't get the swing, so that's good. If he had gotten a swing, it would have been worse. There you go. Move in right there. Tear that morale up. Let that dude know I got a meat cleaver and I ain't afraid to use it. Let's go ahead and flank these dudes. Let's get them done. Ooh, off with his head. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see, although there is a chance we'll lose Randolph in this next swing because he is bleeding. Alright, so that thug is down, and that thug is now wounded. I'm hoping I can get his morale low enough to where... yeah, he'll try to run away. What just happened to him? So he's got a pierced cheek. Dude, we stabbed him in his cheek? That's what's up. Just blade in, blade out. Teeth falling out of the hole. Just, gore. See, I like to beat my enemies. That's what you guys haven't learned here at the Nerd Castle. I'm not down with, like, half victories. I like the real victories. The ones where it's just like your enemy is decimated and they have no way to recover from it. That's what I want to see. I want to see these guys go down. I can press F to end my turn. So next up we've got a militia veteran. He does look very veteran and grizzled. Oh, he's surrounded. That dude's got trouble on the horizon for him. I'll move over to here, but we got to hope that we don't eat any arrows on this side too. You know what, man? Forget you. Welcome to the inside of my attack radius. Fire some arrows at him, although if I'm just going to miss, it's kind of a waste of ammunition. Now, you can't hide in this game. Oh, somebody's dead. Was that Randolph right there that just got killed? Ah, shit. Well, you're going to lose people in this game. You should just accept that. There's no such thing as playing this game without casualties, okay? So, seeing as that's our first death, what a lot of people do in this game is they get frustrated and they're like, oh, I want to have a perfect playthrough. Don't worry about it. You're going to lose people. It's gonna happen. It's a thing that occurs in this game. And so you might as well just sort of ride it out and see how you can get things to work. I, in general, don't save scum in games like this. I tend to just play the game until I lose, and I find... I'm not the kind of person that saves scum in XCOM either. Like, I like to make it to the point where it makes the victory feel better if you struggle quite a bit on the way up. And down he goes, and that leaves us with only a couple of enemies left that need to be dropped. And I think the militia should handle them just fine without our input. I got a chance of hitting my own guys right there, so I'm not going to do it. You can move into those ones right there, those little, I don't know, ferny areas. Is that what you would call them, ferny? Is that the right one? Well, you can move into the ferns or whatever, and if you move into the ferns, it'll make it so that people can't see you unless they're, like, adjacent to you. It can be really, really nice for firing arrows and stuff. This dude's about to have a terrible day. I'm just going to let everybody catch their breath. I was hoping we would lose militia guys, but nah, that's life. And there you go. The battle is over. And that was actually a really, really big fight that we had a chance of. Oh, good. It was the... Wait, is that the good Randolph or the shitty Randolph? I don't know. As far as loot goes, we should be in the market for something nice here. We've got a Gambison, $109, some mushrooms. Swampy regions offer little food. Okay. And we got tools. I mean, that was a pretty good... That was a pretty good hustle for us. I mean, we got more out of it than we put in. Even losing Randolph, he was one of our better guys, but Downside there is that it can't be helped sometimes. I'm going to stay with the militia so that we get backup when we need it. I am going to let them do their thing. However, if we're going to have individuals who, yeah, scoot them on over in the ranks. If we're going to have individuals who are getting whooped on here, give him a better hauberk. We'll start cleaning that off. It's 70 versus the 30 that he has right there. That's 20, so we'll rotate that. Basically, everybody trades shirts. Everybody trades shirts right now. Everybody trades shirts right now. All right, so his shield is at 24. That's a 24. We've got a bunch of woodcutter's axes. I'm not really interested in those. Instead of a short sword, I would suggest we go... Oh, that's another short sword right there? Okay. Short sword versus hand axe. What's going to win out? So that does way, way effective damage versus armor. Whereas that actually loses effectiveness, but it's worth more money. Might be worth fixing. Alright, so let's go through with some of our guys here. We're going to click to level up them. He's got good HP. He's got pretty good fatigue. I'm going to say that we're going to go with fatigue plus 4. And we're going to go with melee defense plus 3. I find being nice and defensive... Oh, we get 3. We'll give him a little bit more melee skill, too, to make his hit chance better. Very nice. As far as his perks go, we've got fast adaptation. We get a stacking chance to hit with every attack that misses your opponent. That sounds really, really good. Crippling strikes. 33%. Ah, so I'm better at crippling enemies. We can increase somebody's hit points by 25% and also reduce our chances of getting injuries. Got 9 lives, so once per battle, instead of being killed, you are left with a few hit points left. Bags and belts, they can have extra equipment. Pathfinder, we can move on difficult terrain. Adrenaline, which puts you first in the turn order for the next round. Recover, which allows you to get your accumulated fatigue back. Or we can go with Student, which gives us bonus XP. Probably a really good thing to take early, but I'm going to take Fast Adaptation because that's a really good ability. This guy over here, he is good at ranged stuff, so let's keep making him good at ranged stuff. His initiative should probably be high. And then from there, I'm going to say that his ranged defense should be pretty good. Just in case somebody actually manages to close the distance. I doubt anybody will ever run up on him. I would also say that for you, sir, I'm going to make it so you can move on difficult terrain easier because you're more of a scouty movie character. Asgear, make you better at melee, obviously. Make you better at maximum fatigue. I would make your morale a little bit better because your resolve is kind of poopy-doody right now, so I'm going to go on that. You've already got decent HP, so why worry about it? You're also going to take fast adaptation. And that puts everybody else pretty close to leveling, but not quite there. We're out of time for the day. This is Battle Brothers. I will see you all in the next episode. My name is Splattercat. This is the Nerd Castle. That's the spiel. I'll see you all later.